Hi, my name's Isabel Brookfield and I'm a home composting advisor. I work for RAP and I work alongside colleagues from Lancashire County Council. One of my roles is to encourage people to compost because it's so good for the environment and it also doesn't cost anything. And I want to show you how to make compost out of things that you normally throw away. So the obvious things from the house, we're looking at fruit and vegetable waste. So, for example, I've got a kitchen caddy that's on my kitchen surface next to my sink. And when I'm working in the kitchen, I use this all the time. For example, I'm making Sunday dinner. I'm going to make cauliflower cheese, so I've got some cauliflower bits left over. So rather than throw that in the bin, I'll just cut it up a bit to increase surface area. Put that in my kitchen caddy. I'll put that to one side because also I'm going to do some potatoes and all these peelings. There's 4 of us in my house and you can imagine how many potatoes we get through in a week. So all these peelings are fantastic as well, potato peelings. So I should just gather those, put those in. Again, carrots. We'll have carrots, cauliflower, roast potatoes. And as I'm working away, I'm obviously helping myself to a cup of tea or two, so tea bags are absolutely fantastic. Anything really, as long as it's raw, fruit and vegetable waste, fantastic. Well, you can see it's filling up quite nicely, just out of stuff that I was going to throw away. In fact, all this fruit and vegetable waste, if I didn't compost it, it would end up in a landfill site. Because there's nothing else that we could do with it. It would go in the dustbin and be taken away to be landfilled. But 30% of kitchen fruit and veg waste and other materials that we're throwing away, we could actually make compost with. Also, I've got a pineapple. You see, I'm just going to cut this as well so that it increases the surface area. But this will compost down absolutely fantastic. What else can we put into our compost? Well, we can put grass clippings in. Grass is absolutely fantastic. It speeds the composting process up. But sometimes there is a danger that people put far too many grass cuttings in, then it's good for the compost. For example, if you fill it with more than one sort of bucket full of grass clippings, what happens is the lawn clippings rot down very, very quickly. And if you fill it very full with grass clippings, what will happen is you won't end up with compost, you'll end up with sludge. So be very careful not to put too many grass clippings in. Also, what else can we put in from the garden? Well, we can put dead plants in, we can put annual weeds in before they've set seed, and all kinds of other flowers. Maybe we bought ourselves flowers, or maybe somebody else has bought you flowers. When they're dead, you can put them into the compost bin. I went out and grabbed these. These are from my hanging baskets. I'm afraid now with the first frost, they're looking a bit limp, and they'll be fantastic in the compost bin. So, as you can see now, it's getting quite full. So I'll take that out and put that into my compost bin. But all this material here, this fruit and vegetable waste, along with grass cuttings, will rot down very quickly. And in fact, as I said, they won't make compost, they'll turn into a kind of slush. So we need to slow it down, we need to give it a bit of structure. So other things that I would use from the house, you ready, are things that are made out of maybe cardboard or paper. So for example, I've got an egg box made of cardboard, will rot down and actually will absorb some of the moisture from the fruit and veg waste and create structure. And I would put this in whole, I wouldn't tear it, because as I'm adding it into the compost bin, it will create air pockets, and we need air to help the composting process. So we've got egg boxes, also paper, brown paper. We actually call these cardboard materials browns, and these are called greens. So they're lush and they'll rot down quickly, and these are the browns that help to slow it down. So this is just a mushroom bag. So I'd screw that up and put that in the compost bin. Cardboard inner rolls from the toilet tube, when they're finished, instead of putting them out for recycling or doing something else with them, we can also put these in the compost bin. again, like the egg boxes, I've put that in whole, so it creates air pockets as we're going along. And we can always use the inner or kitchen roll as well. And then also we could use the kitchen roll when I've wiped the work surface down. I can put that in as well. I've also got some bits of cardboard here from some packets of biscuits. And again, rather than throw them into the recycling bin, I will put these in my compost bin. I've also got some coloured cardboard. This is from a soap box, and this will be absolutely fine. It will compost down, and I can put that in as well. I've also got some eggshells, and these are absolutely fantastic for composting. Although they don't always break down completely, they are really good for the garden. They contain calcium, and worms love them. They aid the digestive system. I think probably when you're adding this to your compost bin, it might be a good idea just to sprinkle them up a little bit. So we've got our brown materials, and we've got our green materials, and we need to make sure that we've got roughly a 50-50 balanced mix. So for example, every kitchen caddy full of this green fruit and veggie waste, I need about the same amount in cardboard and paper. And one particular thing that you could do, if you run short of brown materials, you could also use newspaper. And one of the things that you could do with your newspaper is, again, just scrunch it up when you're finished. No need to recycle it. Put it in your compost bin, and this will make superb compost. So, just to sum up, home composting is a really easy thing to do. As long as you get the balance right, 50-50 mix of green sort of rich fruit and veg material and brown materials, your cardboard, you will make absolutely lovely compost. And don't forget to make sure that when you put things in, you do include air. No need to shred it up and tear it into pieces. Okay, so we know what we can put into our compost bin. And how long does it take? Well, to make good compost, this is compost that I've made, which took approximately 12 months. And it was made just using those ingredients. Okay, so I hope I've convinced you that making compost is a really easy thing to do. It's absolutely free, it doesn't cost you a penny, and not only that, you're saving the environment. 30% of the things that we're throwing away in a landfill site could be turned into compost. So, if you need any more information, please visit our website on www.recyclenow.com/compost. Thank you.